and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, you can feel free to contact me at 339-1670. You can call my office at 238-6716. Those of you that have properties to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can also contact me. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you that are on Facebook, like and share our page Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Those of you on YouTube, TT Real Talk, subscribe and you will know when we go live. Now viewers, I am giving you this opportunity to call your friends, call your family, send them the WhatsApp message, let them know that Real Talk is going live on Synergy TV. Now we are being aired on Synergy TV from Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. Presently we are the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago and hopefully around the world. We are going for a short commercial break, but I will see you right after this break.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable, with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropicals today. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
It's official. Synergy TV is now part of your programming lineup on DirecTV. Find us on channel 134, available for both prepaid and postpaid customers. Synergy TV, real vibes, real entertainment, real TV. Now transmitting on channel 134 on DirecTV.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Real Talk. Now, I want to hear what you have to say concerning the budget. As the days go by, we are going to keep a follow-up on the budget, letting you know the goodies or the condensed milk budget that the P&M administration has brought forward to you. What I want to talk about, viewers, listen this. Following a 3-hour budget review in Parliament on Monday, October 7, 2019, the Minister of Finance, Colin Imbert, noted that the government intends to complete 6,000 HDC homes by December 2020 and following that 3,000 houses each year. Finance Minister Colin Imbert $53 billion budget presented, he proposed that $1.007 billion be devoted to housing throughout Trinidad. Now, viewers, we have thousands of HDC houses put down throughout Trinidad and Tobago. He talked about low-income earners to own a house in Trinidad. Now, HDC have thousands of homes put down. Every day I just get calls, Saeed, can you help us get a house in HDC? I am not the Minister of Housing. But when I hear, Saeed, our application have been inside for 20 years. Now, being an individual, you have your job letter, you have your recommendation, everything that a bank needs. And the bank will approve a loan for you within 90 days. Within 90 days. So how come now this finance institute that approves loans for HDC have applications inside for 15 and 20 years. Now you're planning to build 6,000 homes by the year 2020 and 3,000 every year following that. So my thing is, why are you building all these houses when people can't even get access to an HDC house? Now, I was listening on Power 102 this morning together with one of my workers. I heard a minister saying that the government is spending $1 million to build a house, and the minister is giving these houses for $500,000. And now he also in the budget speech, he also that low income earners, they will have access to a $300,000 loan. So this minister now also saying on Power 102 this morning that you could get a house built for $120,000. So I was like, what the hell this minister talking about? Technically the HDC will run to a bus. Because if you building a house for $1 million and then giving it to the public back for a cost of $500,000, what is the use? Okay, if you're giving it back to $500,000 now, how come people are still suffering for a house in 2019? And now you want to come and build 6,000 homes more, followed by 3,000 every year. When I heard that minister this morning, it's like, who the hell is this man trying to fool? Huh? Who this man trying to fool? I was coming up the highway and I was listening to this man, me and one of my workers. You know what my worker did? Took out a book and started to take notes. Imagine that. Who are you trying to fool? Are you trying to fool the nation? Are you trying to fool the people that are listening to the radio station? Are you trying to fool the public? You said you can build a house for $120,000. What kind of house you building for $120,000? You can't even get a proper board house. Caller, good night.
Yes, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yeah, boy, this budget is not a poor man budget, boy. Because what happened, we expected the food price to go up.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
Right? And this man has said no food price, nothing. He's a very smart man. Because what's up, he come in power. He raised every single thing. So now he will raise gas. Yeah, he raised it 4 times. He raised it 1 time for every year already. You understand? And so he come and drop the taxes of bulb. People go have to start to eat bulb now instead of food. You understand? So he only just fooling people, boy. Only fooling the people in Trinidad and Tobago. You have the people like fools in Trinidad and Tobago. You understand?
Thank you, my friend. You see, Now, when I heard this minister on radio this morning, I was like, is this man for real? Is this man for real? It shocked me Mr. Dialson could be saying something like that. Eh? You want to talk about housing. Your portfolio is what? Where's your portfolio, Mr. Dialson? Health? Huh? Come now, man. Call a good night.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yeah, Mr. Saeed, this man spent a lot of time. The Minister of Finance spent a lot of time talking about how much people he pay pension to, how much people he pay disability for. Well, okay, he spent about half an hour, maybe more, just mentioning those two things, right? But how come he didn't mention how much money is going into rent for them big boys and them building? How much money he spent on the golf course, right? How much money he do all them fancy things? Where the money where Marlene McDonough in corruption is, all them 100,000, right? How come he ain't talk about that part of the aspect of the dollars that have been wasted? Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. It is sad. Now listen to what Ms. Kamala Prasad had to say. The opposition leader, Kamala Prasad Bisasa, is expressing delight with the finance minister Colin Imboud's proposal to increase the minimum wage from $15 TT to $17.50 per hour for 194,000 low-income workers across Trinidad and Tobago. The opposition leader noted that this pay hike was insufficient, as it should have been $20 an hour instead. She is talking about the pay hike concerning 194,000 workers throughout Trinidad and Tobago. But the housing thing is what captured my ear this morning. That is what our minister is saying. We are building houses that cost the government $1 million and we are giving it back to the public for $500,000 in the budget. They are giving low income individuals. We, the government, are giving you access to $300,000 to build a house, and on top of that now you come out and say now on public radio that you could build a house for $120,000. Where you feel we living in? What century you feel we living in? Huh? 1515, where they had carrot shed? And you ought to be ashamed, Mr. Minister, coming out on radio and saying such thing like that. You feel nobody else listening? But listen this. Saieed Ali was listening coming up the highway. Call her good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, why he was trying to put water in the dispenser in Safa Hospital and all the health facilities. Would it take out all the water? And people can't get a cup of water to drink. When the past government was in power, they had dispenser water for people to drink. The poor people can't get nothing. They have to buy everything. There are some poor people who don't have money to buy nothing. But he as the minister, is supposed to get $40 an hour. They should not pay him more than $40 an hour. So when he pays, he goes free. He doesn't know how accepting they. All them should get $40 an hour to work.
Thank you, my friend. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back from this commercial break, we are hoping to have Mr. Jai Leela Darsingh online with us after this break.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable, with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropical City. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
It's official. Synergy TV is now part of your programming lineup on DirecTV. Find us on channel 134, available for both prepaid and postpaid customers. Synergy TV. Real vibes, real entertainment, real TV. Now transmitting on channel 134 on DirecTV.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call
1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back, viewers. The Tobago Chambers of Commerce is describing the 2019 to 2020 budget as one of the worst ever presented, especially given the fact that country is heading into the 2020 general election. The Chamber President, Diana Hadid, said the 53 billion fiscal package did not contain anything the association wanted. Tobago was allocated TT 2.283 billion TT dollars, 54 million more than what was allocated for Tobago last year in 2018. Now, speaking with Real Talk, now is the coordinator of the Confederation of Regional Business Chambers, Mr. Jai Leela Darsingh. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Saeed. Good afternoon and good evening to your listening audience.
Now, my question to you, sir. How will the 2019 to 2020 budget affect the private business sector here in Trinidad and Tobago?
Okay. I want to begin by saying that I want to bring some insight, context, and perspective into this conversation. And one of the most important things I want to start off by saying is that when one pulls the levers of power, they do so very carefully and very strategically. There's a lot of things that are needed to improve the business sector of Trinidad and Tobago. And let me speak on the points very slowly. They need to make our economy more cost competitive by promoting an internationally business environment. They need to support a lot more investment in infrastructure development, and quite a bit of projects were listed in the budget, which is commendable. The only piece is the relevance of the cocoa port. They have to spur innovation and development through and its commercialization. Now, what I'm simply saying is that private sector, academia, and the state need to get together to form a national research council to determine what type of research is needed to create an innovation ecosystem so that we could have startups in Trinidad and Tobago which is playing in a new economic space and can build value for Trinidad and Tobago. Something similar to what has happened in Silicon Valley at the early part of the 21st century. Okay?
Yes.
The other thing is to promote research collaboration by the country's actors and attract investment by improving the investment climate in Trinidad and Tobago, make it more investor friendly. More investment is needed in education and training, but the education must meet with the future economic needs of the country, so the manpower supplies to be there. We need to also strengthen manufacturing supply chains and improve logistics. That is an issue that has not been addressed at all. Promote access to the digital economy. Now, Saeed, Trinidad and Tobago is way behind in the digital age. We should be renewing our licenses online. We should be applying for our passports online and doing a lot of things online. E-commerce should be a big thing in this country. E-commerce ends by accessing the good online and paying the merchant. And once the merchant is paid, the transaction is completed. How the good reaches the customer is when the merchant could provide that additional service. That is not there. And we are way, way, way behind where that is concerned. The digital economy opens up new space. And then finally, address market access barriers. CARICOM has done well. We need to look at the whole issue of further trade, especially with the Far East of the world, China, Vietnam, Thailand, and try to see how we can get our Trinidad goods there. Why not Africa, particular Nigeria, South Africa, Cameroon, Namibia, Botswana? These are some countries we can look at the trade as heavily. Now, in all fairness, the Ministry of Trade did launch a trade policy. I still need to take an in-depth look of it, but that is something that's been done. Let's look at the whole issue of small and medium enterprises now, where the rubber actually meets the road. Now, Saeed, you know there's an issue with foreign exchange access to businesses, particularly those who are involved in retail. We need to change the ecosystem of our SMEs to make it more export-oriented. They need to get involved in activities that can earn foreign exchange, not to expend a foreign exchange. So that export opportunity is critical, right? Especially for startup companies. They also need to facilitate the SMEs access to supply chains. And what I am simply stating is this. A policy is needed to allow some share of government contracts to go to SMEs, and through moral suasion, some of the larger companies could source some of their raw materials or services from the SMEs, so there's already local market available for these small enterprises to grow. What has happened in reality is that large companies have put up barriers to entry in various sectors to the SME sector, so the small players could only grow up to a point, and that is it.
Now,
that is not a fair system, and the playing field needs to be leveled.
Now,
what is also needed is to facilitate SMEs access to capital. And this is where the discussion with the banks and other financial institutions must take place, as well as emerging technologies. And I talked about e-commerce, but there are many other things that are needed, like performance dashboards for companies, particularly in making financial decisions.
Now, Mr. Jai,
yes?
Real Talk understand that $3 billion in interest-bearing government bonds be assigned to registered VAT business to meet their VAT arrears tenure of 5 years and interest of 1.5% per annum. What is your take on this?
The VAT returns have not been paid on time, and this is a sore point for all sectors. Even today's, one of the dailies, the TTMA is very annoyed because it does not fully address the VAT returns. When you really look at it, there is not enough room for maneuvering by the government to fully address the whole issue of VAT returns, and there's a lack of consultation between the critical actors and the Ministry of Finance to how this problem could be addressed. So it goes a distance, but not far enough to address these companies who want to get their VAT returns. And with this capital tied up and this large amount of money still being owed to them, these companies are continue to remain in survival mode.
Okay, my final question to you. In terms of the energy sector, how does the 2019 to 2020 budget affect the energy sector?
All right. I am very happy that you asked that question. Now, the thing about it is that we need a lot of exploration activity.
Yes.
And I need to set the proper context where that is concerned. Now, what is really taking place is that there's exploration taking place. The Ruby field that was discussed, that will increase oil production, will not come online till 2021.
Wow.
Not on 2020. So oil production continues to decline. The whole issue with Pui and Cassia fields, which deals with natural gas, will also come online in late 2020 and into 2021. But Saeed, look at the global development. Shale gas that is found in the US and shale oil is in plentiful supply. In fact, the US is now considered the world's largest supplier of oil and gas. And that poses a direct threat to Trinidad and Tobago, particularly the existence of the Point Lisas area, the industrial estate. Because companies now are relocating to Mexico, where gas and oil could be pumped very easily from the US to shale oil and gas, and they could start up industrial estates on the Pacific coast of Mexico and in the US. This is a reality. This is not pie in the sky.
No.
And I want to quote for you a particular thing from the budget that they're talking about train 1, and they want train 1 to start up if gas can be found. Now, you don't make those kind of statements. That will affect the whole level of confidence in the gas sector and the energy sector as a whole. So there is some concern about that.
Now, a personal question to you, Mr. Jai. What do you think about the 2019-2020 budget in your own way?
Okay, Sai, I need to give a balanced view. Let us commend the government for the respect of trying to create these tax-free incentives for the registered farmers, but I think it should go far for unregistered farmers as well. I think that the whole issue of assisting the credit union movement to offer banking services to its members and to the wider public is also commendable. There is some initiatives in the Ministry of National Security that the Confederation had put the Honorable Minister of Georgia that I see is in the budget, especially maritime patrols. That is commendable.
Now, Mr. Jai, I want to thank you for taking time out from your busy schedule to join with us in Real Talk so the viewers could understand what actually is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago and what was some of the outcome in the 2019-2020 budget.
But Sai, before I go, I just want to mention one point.
No problem.
Nothing was said about public sector reform. If you want to diversify the economy, you have to realign, reformat, and reinvent some ministries so that the public sector could serve to facilitate growth of the private sector and the growth of non-oil sectors in the country. That's the first thing. And another point that everybody is afraid to raise is that do we need a public sector of this size, or should we address the size of the public sector and the relevance of some of the ministries? And that's all I have to say.
Thank you, my friend. Viewers, as we move on tonight, the sour vendors are at this time thanking Mr. Gerard Ramdeen for a victory in the High Court. Dozens of farmers at the sour market are to be reimbursed all the additional rental fees that had paid to the Sour Lavantil Regional Corporation over the course of several years. The vendor will return to the court on a date set in November to understand exactly how the Sour Lavantil Regional Corporation is going to pay back the vendors at the market. Real Talk will be following this matter very closely. Moving along, viewers, restoration work are ongoing at the President House in Port of Spain. Real Talk Media understand that the President House is scheduled to be reopened in the near future and it will once again be the official residence of the President of Trinidad and Tobago. So we understand that the President is not living in the President House presently. It is not yet said when the restoration of the President's house is set to be completed. However, Real Talk Media understand that work have already been started and it is currently going on. Viewers, I want to hear what you have to say. This is 2019, we are going into 2020. A budget was read out to us in Parliament, and will it affect you, and in what way? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
This government has a lack of innovation in mind. They have no way of trying to get this country on the move. For the past 4 years, this one. Now, I am hearing, they're using statistics to make a point, but not telling us where we are. In order to use statistics, you must tell the person where you are. I am hearing that on-the-job training will be increased to 8,000.
8,000, yes.
But how much it is now? How much it is when the last government, when it took over from the last government? You're not telling us that. Something else is being increased to 15%. What it is now? How much is it 15%? And all these things, I find it so dishonest of this government. What they did for the past 4 years, they squeezed this country, squeezed us as much as they could, and gave us a little pittance now, until they said, well, yes, the people will fall for that. And let me tell you this, the people who support them say, yes, it's a good budget, but nowhere along this budget is good. I only hope the people who realize that come out when the time comes to get rid of this government, because we are not seeing any light at the end of the tunnel. If we put them back for 4 years again, jam, and then for 1 year, we probably give them something. Thank you, Mr. Ali.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, you all going to love this one. This is between Kamla Persad-Bitessa and our Finance Minister, Colin Imbud. Question is still needed to be answered by the Minister of Finance, Mr. Colin Imbud, as a 6-story building is being built on Picton Street on Port of Spain. Real Talk Media visited the area in which they observed that construction is ongoing on the 6-story apartment building. Although Finance Minister Colin Imbud noted that he intends to sue the opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bitessa for allegations which she made regarding a tax exemption bill which he brought to Parliament, Finance Minister Colin Imbud failed to state whether or not he declared his interest when piloting the Finance No. 2 bill back in 2016. Real Talk Media contacted the PRO for the UNC, Ms. Anita Haynes, to understand whether or not if the opposition leader Kamla Persad stand by her decision to write a letter to the Integrity Commissioner to launch an investigation into the Finance Minister Colin Imbud. The PRO for the UNC, Ms. Anita Haynes, noted that the opposition leader raised pertinent questions as to the conduct of the Minister of Finance, Colin Imbud. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right
this
ahead.
Election propaganda budget that Imbud and his PNM government try to hoodwink the citizens of this country with. Well, I want him to know he fooled some of his supporters and his government, his cabinet. He didn't fool most of the intelligent people in this country, which we have plenty of. And thank God for Real Talk that we will continue to highlight this. One thing I want to thank him for is the bulbs that he's going to give us in 2020, those bulbs that he's going to give us, so he will take us out of the darkness. 2020 is election, so the darkness they had us in for 4 years, thank God, he's going to bring light to the citizens of this country so they will wake up and understand what this government did to us for 4 years, and we will see the light in 2020 general election. And thank God for Real Talk that we will keep highlighting this. Thank God for your program, brother. God bless you and your program. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Hey, all I hear this now. Kamla gave out free laptop to students in school. finance minister is giving away free light bulbs to 400,000 households in Trinidad. So, the laptop, when the UNC administration was in power, they give the student the laptop to educate themselves. And this administration, like I said, I am neither for the UNC, I am neither for the PNM, I am neither for whatever political party that is presenting themselves. What I am about is production. I represent the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I represent production. I represent growth. I represent better living condition. I represent a crime-free community. I represent better health in Trinidad and Tobago. That is what I represent. Who do we have standing for the people? When the elections come and go, that is the only time you would see a minister. When local elections come and go, you see nobody after that. You know why? Everybody, party come, party go, party come, party go, we making promise. But I want to tell all you something. I had to take my glasses to tell all of this. You know. The last administration gave the students a laptop to educate themselves. This present administration is giving away 400,000 light bulbs to household owners. I had to put on my glasses now, so we could see where we're going. So you see the big difference? Well, let's see the big difference. I want to hear from you, the people. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, my dear.
Mr. Saeed, Mrs. Prasad Bisessa's government gave the children laptops to make them bright. This government giving the people bulbs to make them bright. You understand? I don't know what it is going on in this country. We don't want bulbs. We want medication in the hospitals. We want water in our tap. We want them to finish the schools for the children. All they want to do things for children. They open nurseries for mothers, single mothers, whoever it is. You understand? Why not a word about the schools for the children?
True.
And once at a who shot John, he stood up there and he talked after he presented the budget, criticizing everybody. Mr. Saeed, in 2008, Patrick Manning stopped automatic increase on the national insurance benefit, right? He said, I wrote him several letters on behalf of survivors and all this kind of thing. And he said that in 2010 they were reinstated when NIS goes up.
Yep.
Mr. Saeed, we never got it. It took the Kamala Prasad Bisessa's government within her 5-year period to give us an increase twice. When the PNM came back into office in 2016, they stopped it again, right? Amber said that in 2019, January 2019, we will get it back. Mr. Saeed, we are in October, and I can see we are not getting anything from them. Mr. Saeed, that is not taxpayers' money. That is our money.
True.
That we contributed to the national insurance. And why it is that we cannot get our money? Widows out here, widow and orphans, they want an increase, Mr. Saeed. They went and they raised their pension, but they didn't think about the poor people of this country. But you know what? Let them bring on the bulbs. It's going to light our way to get rid of them because they're not seeing about us, Mr. Saeed. Nothing they're doing for poor people in this country. All they're studying is themselves, and something has to be done sooner or later. Mr. Saeed, I thank you and have a good evening.
Same to you, my dear. Now, in closing off, the Anita and Kamala is the former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Kamala Prasad Bisessa, and the Finance Minister. Listen to this. Anita Haynes also stated that the letter in which the opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bisessa noted will be sent to the Integrity Commission has been sent, and she will double check to ensure it was.
opposition leader raised certain pertinent questions as to the conduct of the Minister of Finance, and the opposition leader said that we would write to the Integrity Commission to ensure that these matters were investigated. And I will double check, but I believe the letter was sent out, and if not, it will go out shortly, because absolutely we believe there are questions to be answered by the Minister. The opposition leader.
Now viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. I am Saieed Ali, and this is Real Talk.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable, with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropicals today. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member, or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
It's official. Synergy TV is now part of your programming lineup on DirecTV. Find us on channel 134, available for both prepaid and postpaid customers. Synergy TV. Real vibes, real entertainment, real TV. Now transmitting on channel 134 on DirecTV.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call
1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
I would like to send a special shout out to Jenna Jagannath. She works at the Piaco International Airport on the Tobago terminal. She's a clerk there. You know, when you go to the airport and you go in Tobago, they just walk up to in the Tobago department and you will hand them your ticket and they will check you in. So I want to say a special good night to Jenna Jagannath, who assisted me over the weekend. I do thank you, my dear, for what you have done. And I also want to shout out to an avid viewer of Real Talk, Ms. Zenora Mohammed of Railway Road, California. Now, viewers, you all have made Real Talk the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago, and hopefully of the Caribbean and around the globe. Now, we understand that Synergy TV is being shown right around the globe now. So if we are presently the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago, hopefully we are going up the Caribbean and around the globe. So everybody worldwide would be able to understand what I am saying. Ooh, boom! Look how big we've grown. Now, I want to ask you all a question. It is based on what I heard on radio this morning with Minister Dialton coming out of his mouth. Which one of my workers were taking notes coming up the highway? You're going to tell me you're building, the government building homes for $1 million and you're selling it for $500,000. Now this present government ready for the budget, and you all are given access to low income earners a grant of $300,000 from the bank to build a home. Now, I would like to know, when you say low income earners, I want to understand how low are you talking about? That is what I want to know. And in letting me know, Mr. Minister, when you say low income earners have the access now of $300,000, I want to know all these HDC houses that put down there, what is the qualification and the criteria to get a low income house? Because a financial institute such as Republic, Scotia, First Citizen, now these are reputable banks in Trinidad and Tobago. I am not bad talking them, but within 90 days, they would grant you a loan. Once your criteria meets their demand, they would grant you a loan to buy your home. So how come HDC now have applications for 15 and 20 years, and what is the low income earner? What salary are they working for to qualify for these houses? Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, boy, for this budget, right? Let us say, lucky for Kamla and Pandey, that pension money gone up so high, right? But the cost of living, it come like it low right now. But everybody depend on this government to raise pension for them. They'll be starving in this country right now. That is thank Kamla and Pandey for raising this pension so in this country, for them to survive in this country. You understand?
Thank you, my friend. I want to know if I am working for $7,000 a month or $6,000, being a government worker, if I have the criteria to own a low income home. I want to know that. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Saeed, I want to find out which part to go and collect the bulb. The minister didn't say that.
What? What did he just say? Call back again if you get cut. Let me tell you something. Before I come here, I just do my research, you know. I just do my research, you know. That is why when I come here and I push for legislation, it has come up in Parliament. When I push for a bill, it has come up in Parliament. You think it's just where this be happening? No. It don't be happening just so. So I want to know what is low income. How low do I have to go in order to own a HDC house? How low do I have to go? What rate does my income have to be? Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yes. You see, I want to find out where I could go and collect the bulbs. See, the minister didn't say that. Can you find out that for me and tell the public?
Didn't say what?
Where to go and collect the bulbs. If they're bringing it home, or I have to go by T and Tech?
Thank you, caller. You see, you bring out something in the budget. We deal with housing. Now, people in Trinidad and Tobago, let me tell you something. When we're talking about low income, you have to state what bracket, you know. You have to state what bracket, you know. Because when you say low income, it have people working for $1,000. It have people working for $2,000. It have people working for $3,000 and going up the ladder. So you have to state what is low income, because every individual in Trinidad and Tobago would love to own a home. Even myself. Caller, good night.
Yeah, hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yes. Now negotiations have to start for daily paid work. Also the teachers and whatever ministries again. Is the government send a signal there that the quota will be 15% now, on
Yes.
all those negotiations. Thank you. Good night.
Let me tell you something, eh? We as citizens of Trinidad, we need to sit down and think. If you're billing, the reason why I'm stressing on home is because recently a minister came out and said that we are building our house in ponds. Yeah? I didn't know that. I'll get the clip for you. We are building our houses in ponds. A couple years back, one said we are building our houses in lagoon. And what happened? One rainfall. Where the lagoon went? Could somebody call and say where the lagoon went? Call a good night.
Good evening, Mr. Said.
Same to you, my friend.
Said, a country and the population, they deserve the government that they get. And whatever the government does, the people have to accept it, especially in a country like Trinidad and Tobago. You see, every year a budget would come around.
Yes.
And then they would talk. Everybody would have their opinion, they could voice their opinion, and then they would live for that fiscal year until another budget would be read again. And then nobody wouldn't hold the government accountable for the spending that they put out for that budget, the previous one. And this is how we go on. If you ask this finance minister to account for the last fiscal year, the money that was spent, where it was spent, and who spent the money, he would not be able to answer that. And then we come now with another budget, and it's the same thing over and over. And the population sits by and just accept this. And then we go on again. This is the talk about it right now. But what people doesn't realize that the murder toll as from today is 410.
Yes.
And most likely it would cross the previous murder toll, which was nearly 500, which was the highest in the history of this country. And we ain't talking about that. We're talking about this nonsense that we call a budget, which should not even be read in this government, in this country, because it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your show.
Thank you, my friend. You see, this is why I am here. I am here to educate you, the public, into letting you know what is taking place in your country. I am here to educate you about the do's and the don'ts. I am here to educate you about your right as a citizen. I am here to educate you about freedom of speech. I'll come now, man. I'll come good now. Saeed, I'll come in too. Come good. That is why I have created this. Is there any platform like this where we deal with the issues that face the people on a daily basis? Come on, somebody say something. Call a good night.
Hello, good night, Mr.
Go right ahead.
There's $2.83 billion for Tobago. To see about 58,000 people. They say expenditure. Now, since 2008 to this present time, $33.4 billion. No account, Mr. Ali.
True.
No government in Trinidad and Tobago, be it PNM or UNC, don't ask these people to account for our money. The 14 borough corporations in Trinidad and Tobago are hardly getting $500 million. They getting billions.
Exactly.
And the thing is, they produce nothing. They come into Trinidad and Tobago with free the van, the car, the truck on the boat. They come to our central market in Port of Spain and all the farmers market, load up and go back free. They're pretending that last night they had the Donna had that. I think it's the TTMA representative for Tobago. She said, what 14% increase in tourism this Minister of Finance talking about? Because small hotels closing down.
Thank you, my friend.
She don't know what he talking about, 14% in.
Thank you, my friend. From now until Friday, Real Talk Media, or Real Talk with Saieed Ali, we are going to give you an insight about the 2019-2020 budget. And I want you to feel free to call in, because this platform is yours, where you highlight your issue and we address it. You see, when the budget reads out in Parliament, it affects the small man. It's the small man it affects. The man who working for 3,000 and 4,000 a month. Not the individuals who working for 50,000 and 60,000 a month. That is why Real Talk have been created, for the people. And I bring the issue to you, the people, because you face it. Don't say it's not about your neighbor, it's about you and your neighbor. It is about you and your neighbor. Minister of Finance, when you say low-income homeowners, what figure are you quoting? And how come, if you say low-income homeowners, if you say low income, how come a policeman as a SRP, as a police constable, can't own a home? How come nurses cannot own a home? How come the postal workers cannot own a home? Are they not government workers? Are they not government workers? Come on, Trinidad and Tobago. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but Real Talk will be bringing to you the issues of the budget. I want to educate you, and I want you to call in, voice your concern and your matter. We are out of time for tonight. Our rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we will be live here on Wednesday night for another session of Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Good night.